In this video, I'll be showing you the best video editing apps to use to edit your YouTube videos. These apps that I'm going to be showing you are all available on the Android and iOS, so it doesn't matter which device you're using. The amazing thing is that I'm going to be showing you exactly how to use these apps to edit your YouTube videos in a professional way. Having said that, let's get right into this video. Now, there are lots of video editing apps out there alongside YouTube video tutorials telling you that they are the best and all of that. Now, the thing is that most of these people creating this video don't actually have the experience of using smartphones to edit. But based on my experience on creating videos using my smartphone, I've come with just 3 lists of applications, right? Now, this 3 list is the absolute best for me, right? Because it is very easy to use. The interface is okay, and everything about these apps I'm going to be showing you is just fine, right? For editing YouTube videos, right? It is the easiest, right? And the thing is that I'm going to be including a link, okay, to the premium version of these apps in the description. The first application on this list is the Kinemaster video editing app. The reason why I love Kinemaster is because it has lots of transition effects. It has lots of features to enable you add layers, edits, text and all of that. So it's a very nice application. Though this listing is not in order of the best, or this is just a random listing, right? So out of these 3 apps I'm going to be listing, there is none of them is the best for me, right? None of them, the 3 is the best for me, right? So I'm not listing them based on the one that I consider being the best after the 3. So it's just a random listing. Like I said before, the link to the premium version of these apps are going to be in the description below. The second application on this list is the CapCut video editing app. And the reason why I love CapCut is that it has lots of features too. Like it has the transition effects, the layering option. It also have this AI remove background parameter that helps you to remove the background of any video, right? Let me say you recorded in a non-green or non-blue background, right? So it doesn't matter if you record in a non-blue or non-green background, you can still remove the background of your video. So it's quite a nice application. And one unique feature here in this CapCut video editing application again is that it enables you to export very fast, right? Kinemaster is very nice, it's very good, but one thing is that the process of exporting the video is very, very, very long. It takes very, very long to export videos, especially videos from 10 minutes and above. It takes quite a long time to export, but the CapCut application is very fast in exporting even videos of duration greater than 10 minutes, right? So it's a very nice application for me. The third application on this list is the Motion Ninja video editing app. It's quite a nice video editing app, right? So, and again, it exports a bit fast, right? But not as fast as CapCut, right? So in terms of exporting videos, CapCut is the best, right? CapCut is the best in terms of exporting videos. Now in terms of transition effects, or the apps with the most transition effects, then you will be talking about Kinemaster, right? So Kinemaster is the best in terms of transition effects. Now Motion Ninja is very nice, it is very cool. Now in terms of translations, for example, if you want to translate layers and group layers together, then of course Motion Ninja is the best for that. So all these 3 apps have their own advantages, right? That is why I consider the 3 the best for me. I don't see anyone being the best, right? So the 3 like that is the best for me. So it's time to go into how to use this application to edit your YouTube videos in the most professional way. In this YouTube video editing tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to add media, right? And under that, I'm going to be showing you how to add video intros and outros, and also how to merge videos. Secondly, I'm also going to be showing you how to add layers, right, to your videos. And under that, I'm going to be showing you how to add branded layers using Pixellab, right? So Pixellab is also one of those applications, okay, that you should use alongside these 3 apps, right, if you really want to create professional videos, right? And under that, I'm also going to be showing you how to add green screen, for example, animated subscribe button, because of course as a YouTuber you get to use that, you know, frequently, right? Or the thumbs up button. So I'm going to be showing you exactly how to add that. Now I'm also going to be showing you how to add audios, right? So like your background music or sound effects, right? And so let's get right into this tutorial. And so the first app that we're going to be using is the Kinemaster. So let's click on Kinemaster. I'm going to click on create new projects. You can name this project. So I'm not going to name it test project. Test projects. Right, so there are several aspect ratios here, right? There's one for YouTube, you know, Instagram, Reels, all of those stuffs. Of course, we are dealing with YouTube right here, so I'm just going to be using the 16:9 aspect ratio, which is approved for YouTube. So I'm going to click on create. And of course, the first thing that we see here is choosing the media, right? So like I told you before, the first thing that we're going to be looking at is adding media, right? Media is the main thing, right? The main thing in video editing. So we're going to be adding our media, which is the main video, right? That is the main video. So of course I have a few videos right here that I'm going to be using right now. So I'm just going to be using these videos right here. So I'll click on this. Of course you can see that it has been added right here. You can see it, right? So this is the first media, right? So let me say you recorded your video in parts, right? So each of those videos are medias, right, which you can actually use as layers. You can still use them as layer. Now I don't know if you are confused about, you know, media and layer, but with time you get to understand that if you are starting with video editing. So if you recorded your videos in parts, of course you need to add them, okay, in order, okay, the way you want it. So this is the first one, right? Though these videos actually don't have audio in it, so I'm just going to be doing the editing. Of course in your own video, of course there should be audio, so you don't have to worry about that. So here's the second one. So make sure you add them according to the way you want it to be. So this is the first media, the second media, which is separated here, right? Then this is the last media. Of course you can see that we've actually succeeded in merging these 3 videos together. So you can see, so these videos have been added together. Now what I discovered is that this was supposed to come first, this is supposed to come last. So I'm just going to click on this, right? So just click down, click and hold, then drag to this side. Alright, so here we have it. So everything is nice now and okay, right? So we have successfully merged 3 different videos, right? So in case you recorded your videos in parts, this is how to add them together. Now it's time to add to know how to add video intros and video outros, right? So of course you should have your video intro down or video outro down, so that it's very easy for you to add it on your videos using this particular app. Right, so make sure you already have your intros and outros, so it's easier to add it on the video. In case you don't have any video intro or video outro, right, I will leave a link in the description, right? So it just costs a couple of dollars. It's $15. So if you want me to create a professional video intro and video outro for your channel, the link will be in the description. So you click on it and I'll create a very professional video intro and outro that matches with the purpose and aim of your channel, right? So let's get started. So it's time to add the video intro, right? So of course intros, are just the beginning, okay, of your videos, right? So I already have a video intro, right, already, that I'm going to use for this particular editing. So of course you're still going to add it as a media, right? You're still going to add it as a media. So I already have it right here. So I'm going to add it as a media. So here we have it. Of course it has been added. So if I should play it right now, you can see, very simple. I made it very simple for the purpose of this video. Of course you can see that started already. Now let's say you still want to put course that looks like a logo animation. So if you still want to add it in between videos, right, of course still make sure this is the timeline, right, so make sure you bring the timeline to where you want to add it. For example, I want to add it in between these videos, right, so I want to add the video intro, or just to serve as a bridge, okay, from this particular video to this particular video. So I'm going to add it right here. So still come to media and come to where you saved the video. So here is it. Alright, so you can see that, right? So then it transitioned into this particular one right here. Alright, so here we have it. Now what if we want to add now we've been able to add or merge videos and add video intros and video outro. Now it's time to, though I didn't mention that, right, so let's see how to put transition effects in between videos. For example, we have a video right here, right, so we have another video right here. So in between medias, right, you can actually add transition effects. Alright, so of course you can see this block right here. This is where you add your transition. So click on it, of course you see different transition effects. Now if you're just starting out with Kinemaster, you have just a few right here. And of course if you want to get more, just go to the Kinemaster store and get, my data is actually off right now. But once you have your data on, just click on this and you have lots of options of transition effects. I think there are about 200 transition effects, if not more than, right, so there are lots and lots of transition effects on the Kinemaster app, right, so you can actually use that. So for now I'm just going to be using the one that I have right here. We're just going to be using this. You can see that, right? Nice. So that is actually where I'm just going to be adding the transition alone. So if you have many videos, of course you can add transition to it. Now for the case of your video being professional, don't add too many different transition effects. Stick to one particular transition effect. Of course there are different variations of that type of transition effect. If you notice, first you still click on this block right here. I clicked on this arrow transition. You can see that there are so many different variations of this arrow transition effect. So that is still what you want to do. You don't want to click on this, add it to your video, this, add it to your video, and just keep on adding random transition effects. Now you want to stick to just one, but apply the various variations, right? You can even just stick to just one variation. It makes your video very professional because you're making it as minimal as possible, right? So we're done with that, right? So we've been able to add or merge videos together, add video intros and outros using Kinemaster, and also add transition effects. Now it's time to add layers, right? It's time to add layers. Now of course you can add branded layers, right? Using, of course, you can go on Kinemaster, on Pixel Lab, like I said before, create a branded layer, right, and make it a layer on the Kinemaster, right, on your media, right. So you can go on. Right now we are going to go on Pixel Lab and create a very simple branded layer, right, using the same color palette, okay, for this particular channel. Okay, I'm actually working on this is just some kind of test channel, right? So this channel is not actually existing, so I just named it Daniel Vlog. So of course the brand color for this channel is green, right? Green. So I'm still going to be maintaining that. Of course you can see it right here. It's green. Of course you can see it. I don't know if you can see it. So it's actually green. So I'm still going to be maintaining that in the branding, right? So let's go over to Kinemaster and create a very Pixel Lab and create a very simple branded layer, right? Maybe it could be an instruction, it could be an information, okay, still about the video that you're creating. So this is how people come up with these professional videos that you see on YouTube, and though they use laptop and all of that, but I can assure you that with your smartphone you can even come up with something better than what they do using their laptops. Alright, so I'm going to click on the Pixel Lab application. So once it's open, I want to come to, since we are using the YouTube aspect ratio, just click on this particular icon right here and come to image size and come to this, click on this arrow right here and change it to YouTube thumbnail and click on OK. Then click on this layer right here, right? Click on this icon right here and delete this. Okay, then you want to bring in the logo, right? The logo of that imaginary thumbnail blog, right? So to bring that in here, the reason why we want to bring the logo in here is because we want to use that same color, right? We don't want to mix up colors, right? In order for your YouTube channel to be, to be professional, right? To look very professional, you want to maintain that color right throughout your video. So you want to click on this plus icon and come to from gallery, and I want to pick that from. So here's the logo. So we have the logo right here. So I still want to click on this icon right here and come to hide. So I've actually hid the logo. Right. So now it's time to make the background transparent. Now to make the background transparent, still click on this icon right here and come to transparent. So the background is actually transparent right now. So I want to come to this icon right here, click on shapes, right, and extend this, right, extend it. Now in order to make sure that this is actually centered, I want to click on this particular icon right here. Look at it. So what this does is that it adds a grid line or grid system on the canvas, right? Then I want to activate the green the canvas and make sure that this is actually positioned exactly in the middle. Then you want to click on mark. I want to come to copy, come to edit, then change the color, right? Come to color. Now this is why I brought that logo in, because right now I'm going to be picking that particular color on that logo for this particular branding. So come to plus icon and come to pick color right here and click on where the logo is, right, on the layer where the logo is. So the logo is actually on this particular layer, not here, but actually here. So click on it and make sure that this is on that particular color, right? So move it around, make sure it's on that color. If it is here, this is white because you can actually see it here. So make sure it's actually on the color that you want to pick. And click on mark and click on OK. And here we have it. Now I want to shift this up a bit. So we have it right here. So it's a very simple design that we are making, very simple. And I want to write something, maybe an instruction. Maybe this is, let's say this is Daniel's first video on YouTube, so we want to write that. Sorry, I'm a bit too fast, so I want to do that again. Don't worry about that. So I'm going to do that again. So now I'm just going to come to this icon right here, click on text. Now the text has been created. Here you see it, but it's actually white right now. So I want to change the color to this particular color. Let's actually make it black. So come to edit. I want to write welcome to my and you want to come to fonts and choose the font that you want to use, right? So there are different options here, so you can actually use the fonts here, or I already have the ones that I've imported myself, right? But for you, you can just stick to the ones that are here. So I'm just going to click on my fonts and choose a very simple font. For this I'm going to be using medium for this. Welcome to my, and I'm going to copy this. Welcome to my first, I want to write first YouTube video. first YouTube video. I want to bring this right here, and I want to make this particular one. I want to make this one light, not that thick. So I want to make this regular. I don't know if I have the regular. Okay, here is it. So here we have it. So once you're done, just save this. You always want to make sure that this is in PNG, right, and the dimensions is in Ultra, then save it. So once you've saved that, it's time to go to Kinemaster and continue with your animations, right? So this is what we're going to be using, because this is actually a branded layer, right? Because it has the color, okay, or it contains the color of that particular channel, right? So the brand color is on this particular layer. So we're going to be using this on the video. All right, so we are back on Kinemaster. So I'm going to be placing that video somewhere here. Sorry, that layer somewhere here. Now, in order to bring a layer into the Kinemaster app, just click on this layer icon and come to media. Of course, the file is in Pixel app, so here we have it. So I want to click on this and make it a little bit small. Maybe drop it somewhere here. Like, make sure it's well aligned, right? And of course, we want to add animation to it. You can make it fade in or slide right. So I want to make it slide right as the in animation and make it slide left as the out animation. Okay, so we're done with that right now. So the next thing that we want to add is a green screen or a blue screen. So I'm going to add that right here. Right, so this is going to be a subscribe. Still, it was actually branded, right? So if you need a branded subscribe animation, you can still indicate. I'll still put a link in the description in case you need it. So that it's actually $10, so I can actually make that for your channel. So I'm going to click on layer again, because this is still layer, right? So I'm going to click on layer, come to media. So I have it right here. So click on this. So here we have it. So it's time to go to chroma key, because right now you can see the animation is out here, but there is this blue, sorry, this blue, background that we don't want. Just come to chroma key and come to enable, right? So it is actually gone right now. Then you want to come to split screen and make it fill the screen right there. So we're done with that, and if we should play this, you will see how good this looks. Right, so you can see that this is actually branded with the same brand color. So if you need something like this for your channel, right, so you can actually click on the link in the description, right? So I make a professional branded YouTube subscribe animation for your channel. So we're done with the layer option, right, or the layer part of creating video for or editing your YouTube video. It's time to add an audio. Now mind you, we've not added an outro, so I want to add an outro here. Of course, it should be a media, so I want to add an outro. So I want the outro to be this. Right, so this is all nice. Right, so it's time to add the audio or a background sound, right? So come to audio, click on audio and come to folders and click on where you have the folder, right? So or click on where you saved your audio and bring it in. So just click on the plus so it will be added. So you can see it has already been added, right? So you want also to, because right now if your video has an audio, okay, attached to it, you don't want the voice of the background music to to interfere or not to allow your viewers to hear what you are actually saying. So you want to reduce that. But for where you have your intro, of course your intro is going to have a sound attached to it, so you don't want your background sound to start from where your intro is. So you want to bring that towards this end right here, where you have where the intro ended. So the background sound is going to start from here, then stretch to where you have the beginning of your outro, right? And cut it. Now to cut, you just come to trim, then trim to right. You want to trim it to right. Then you want to reduce the volume of the background sound, because you don't want it to interfere with what you are saying in the video. So you want to come to mixer, then click on this and reduce this probably to about 20. I think 20 is nice, right? So 20 is okay, and we are done, right, with Kinemaster. Now the next app we are going to be, still going to be creating exactly the same, still the same thing right here. We're going to be doing the same thing on CapCut, right? So let's go over to CapCut. For now, let me just export this. You want to choose the highest resolution and frame rate, so you have a good video. Alright, so it's time to replicate the same thing using CapCut. So I want to click on the CapCut application. Alright, so you want to come to create new projects. And now, unlike your Kinemaster, which allows you to choose the aspect ratio first, you don't get to do that on CapCut, right? So you're just going to select your media first before you choose your aspect ratio. So of course this is the first video, this is the second video, and this is the third video, right? So we've merged 2-3 videos together already using the CapCut application. Alright, so it's time to add an outro like we did before on Kinemaster. So just click on bring this timeline to because intros always start from the beginning. So you want to bring this timeline to the beginning of the video right here, and click on add. And I want to come to where I have the intro saved. So here we have it. So of course you can see it has been added. So I want to also add the video right here again, just to serve as a bridge, right? So I want to click on add same video. Alright, then I want to add now on CapCut there is always this outro that is that is added by the app itself. So you want to delete that, click on it and click on delete, and add your own outro. So this is the outro. So here we have a search right now. Then it's time to choose the transition, right? So I want to add the transition effects here, right? I want to add the transition effect. You just click on the block right there, then you see the option to add transition effect. Now there are so many transition effects right here also. I'm just going to be going with something basic. I want to come to camera and just choose this. Okay, so right here we've been able to add a transition effect right there. So I'm just going to be using this, very, very simple. And the next thing is I want to add a layer, right? The branded layer that we exported from Pixel. So in order to add layers on the CapCut application, just click on back and click on overlay, then come to add overlay, then come to photos, because that is actually a photo, and go to Pixel app and pick the layer that you want to add. Now right here we have it, so scale it down to your satisfaction, put it right here. It doesn't matter where you put it, but just be careful that if you're not that good in graphic design, of course you should just put it somewhere here, right? Somewhere here or somewhere here, right? But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to be putting it right here, right? So I want to come to the animation, right? So come to animation. You can use a combo, unlike your Kinemaster where you just have to add intro and outro. You can choose a combo, right? Both the outro and intro will will just happen at the same time. But I'm not gonna be using that. I'm just gonna click on the in animation. So I want this to come in this way. You can actually work on the duration, right? The duration. You can also do this with Kinemaster. There is an option for you to do that on Kinemaster. So of course you can see it's very, very simple. Very, very simple. When it goes off. Now I'm still going to add that layer of green screen right here. So you see how to remove the blue screen rather. You see how to remove that blue background from the blue screen. So come to see here, it's still a layer, so you want to come to add overlay, and it's actually a video. So I'm going to bring it in. Here we have it. So I'm just going to mark it and add. So here we have it. Now in order to remove this, you just want to come to chroma key. Click on chroma key and click on this to pick the color. So this is the color that I want to remove. So I've already picked it. Then come to intensity and increase it. You can see it has been removed. Then you just want to scale this up. So first click on the mark option and scale this up to fit the video. So once you have it, you can see it's done. Just done, right? Like. Alright, now it's time to add the audio, which is the background sound. So of course you don't want to add it where the intro started from. You want to add it where the intro ended. So if the intro ended right here, so just come to audio, come to sound, then come to this icon and come to from device. And of course you can search it, right? You can search it. I don't know so just click on add. And of course you want to end it right here where the outro started from. So come to split, then click on delete to remove the one at the other end. Right, so we are done. And here we have the video again, right? Very nice. And we want to export this. Now before you export, click on this icon and make sure you're exporting the highest quality. You can just keep this at 30 frames per second and export. Alright, so it's time to do the same editing effects using the Motion Ninja app. So just click on it. And click on create new project. Then of course you want to choose your aspect ratio. Choose your aspect ratio. Then you want to leave the background black. You can leave it any color, but I like to leave it black, right? You can see that on your Motion Ninja you have to choose the background first, right? Unlike the two others, you have to choose your background. So I'm going to be using black. So click on create. So here we have it now. The next thing is that you want to come to add, because now we want to add the media right now. So just click on add. Then I want to come to videos. Here I have my videos. So this is the first one, second and the last. I want to add this. Alright, so it has been added. Of course I still want to add my intro right at the very first beginning right here. So just click on add. So you come to video. Here is the intro. I want to add it right here. It's been added. And of course I want to add it here again to serve as a bridge. here we have it. And I want to finally add the outro. Here's the outro, and yeah, we're done. So we've been able to add, merge several videos together, and add outro and intro to it. Right, so we've been able to do that. Now it's time to put transition effect in between this. So I want to click on this. Right, so there are several transition effects right here. So I want to stick onto camera and come to maybe zoom. You can see there are so many transition effects right here. Liquify. Let's come to popular and see. Now you want to avoid transition effects that alter, with the color of your YouTube channel, right? For example, of course, you should have a brand color for your channel, right? For this particular imaginary brand channel, or for this particular imaginary channel, of course, it is green. So you don't want to, for example, this cube, you can see it looks so, so Asian, so I don't want to use that. MG. Okay, I think I should just use liquid lap. Okay, I think this is okay. Now you can actually increase the duration. Alright, so this is set right now. Of course, we want to add layers right now. We want to add the branded layer that we saved from Kinemaster, right? We want to add that right now. So just come to mixer in this case. If you want to add layers with if you want to add layers using Motion Ninja, you just want to click on the mixer icon. Then you want to export, you want to import the layer. So here we have it. You want to scale it down and position it. So I want to position it right here and apply some animation to it. Now you just want to use something very, very nice, something that looks okay, not too shaky, but something very nice. This looks okay. Outro looks nice. So here we have a nice. So it's time to add the grain, the blue screen right here. Still mixer because it is still a layer, right? So here we have it. I'm just gonna add this right here. So it's gonna take time to load because it's actually a video I'm importing. I want to scale this to fill the screen. Right, so you want to come to chroma key or chroma. You can see the color has been selected by itself. You can see that, right? So it's gone. You can still looks like. I want to increase the intensity a bit. Okay, I think this is okay. It should be okay. Once you're done, just click on mark. And yeah, that's it. Now it's time to do the last thing, which is adding. I still want to edit this. I still want to come to that chroma and reduce the shadow, right? Take down the shadow to 0 so it looks very bright. Nice. So it's time to add audio right now. So adding audio is very simple. Of course, you don't want to add it from the beginning of the intro. You want to add it where the intro ended. So come to audio. You want to come to sound. Now there are so many sounds I can actually choose from their own gallery right here, but I just want to choose from my local. think it's vlog, I don't know. I still want to use that same sound that I used using the other app. I don't know if I can. Oh, let me just scroll and see if I can find it. Local. If I can't find it, I'm just gonna go with anyone right here. Okay, I found it. Okay, so of course, and you want it to end where the outro started. So come to edit again. You want to trim. So make sure you trim it to somewhere. Of course, you're actually watching where it ended, so you want to make sure it ends where the outro started. I think it's somewhere here. Of course, you can see it. You can see that the outro started from here, so you want it to end here, right? Okay, so this is nice. And yeah, we are done. Time to export. Of course, you want to export the best quality, 4K. Right then, just click on export. Thanks for watching. If this was helpful, which I know it was very helpful, because a lot of people pay hundreds of dollars on Udemy just to learn, something even less than this, right? And they pay a lot of money just to learn something like this, or something way less than this. But I brought this for you for free, right? For free. So you want to do me a favor and like and click that like button to make this video reach a lot of people. And also, if it's your first time, hit that subscribe button and also share this to a YouTuber friend. And I will see you in the next video.